Identity is a big issue these days. Passports have had our photo in them for a long time, but more recently, driving licenses included our photo, and so too does the longed for over 60s bus pass. When we use the internet, especially when we're buying something, we have to prove our identity. There are many different schemes, and it's hard to keep up with them all. Many mobile phones can identify you by your fingerprint, and some apps require to see your face on the selfie camera in order to prove your identity. How do people know who you are? They recognize your face, or the clothes you wear, or the way you walk. They might recognize your voice, as we do over the telephone. And if they're really serious about your identity, they might analyze your fingerprints, or even your DNA. Jesus of Nazareth was often asked, "Who are you?" He performed amazing miracles. He spoke and taught with an authority that seemed to be above the religious leaders. People wondered if he was John the Baptist, returned to life after being executed by King Herod. Or perhaps Jesus was one of the ancient prophets, like Elijah or Jeremiah. How do we know who Jesus is? Is he who he says he is? Does he act and live in the way that God says we should all live? Is the way Jesus lived the best way to live? And should we try to live like he did? Who do you say Jesus is? What place do you give him in your life? Is he more important to you than your spouse, or your children, or your parents? Who is Jesus? Is the most important question for each of us. How do you answer? Who is Jesus to you?